welcome to my channel. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much for coming back to see today's video. And if you're new, welcome. I am Bethany Shanae, and my channel is dedicated to documenting my journey to lose over 120 pounds through diet and exercise, naturally, as well as healing myself mentally and physically. I do post bi-weekly grocery hauls as well as weekly update videos and weekly meal prep videos as well. And this week I plan on getting back into vlogging, so hopefully next week you guys will have a vlog to watch. So if you enjoy this video or any other videos on my channel, or you're just curious to see what works for me on this journey, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell next to it so you get notified anytime I post any new videos. Quick disclaimer, I'm not a medical professional. I am just someone trying to get healthy, and this is never medical advice. I just want to share my experience and any tips or tricks I find along the way. So let's jump into today's weekly update video. In all honesty, I'm feeling pretty defeated, and I'd say kind of disappointed in myself. I felt really like I couldn't count on myself this week. My appetite was a lot higher. The week before, I wasn't as hungry. For a week or two, I was able to skip breakfast and intermittent fast. But this past week, I was waking up ravenous every morning, and then ended up getting my cycle at the end of the week. So I realized this is a sign for me to start using my Ovia app, which is a cycle tracker for women, but you also use it to track your appetite, you know, how you're feeling, moods, body aches, things like that. And the app's really good about creating a pattern. So I think I want to use that app to help me be more prepared when a week that is, you know, when the next week is something in my cycle, throughout the month, if I'm typically hungrier on whatever that cycle week is. Because then I can make sure that I prep a little extra food, prep some like extra things that will satisfy cravings and things like that, that's still on plan for my diet, because I feel like that's where I really fell short this week. I was super hungry every morning, and I obviously didn't prep breakfast, and I get up so early and leave for work, and I'm weird. I don't like to cook before work, like with my clothes on, my work clothes, because I just feel like the smell sticks on my clothes. I know it's a weird thing to be annoyed about, but it is something that I do not like doing. So I typically don't cook before work. If I meal prep, I need to meal prep everything at least until I get off of work. So since I didn't prep breakfasts, I either took some of the outside salesmen at my job, they'll bring in tacos, donuts, kolaches, things like that. So when they brought things in, I had them. Like I had an egg and bacon taco, things that weren't on plan. I had some chips and salsa. I didn't go overboard with those things. I didn't pig out on them. I had one taco the day that I had a taco, I had a small plate about this big, of chips and salsa. Another day, I didn't, use that as an excuse to go get, a giant Burger King breakfast or something. But I did start my day off plan because I was hungry and I wasn't well prepared for it. And of course, psychologically, that means that at the end of the day, on my way home, I'm having cravings, because when you eat carbs, it makes you crave carbs. And I'm in my mind, well, I already ate carbs today, I'll just do better tomorrow, and end up stopping and getting something, or having a carb on the side with something already prepped. So this week was not the best, and I did feel defeated. I felt very let down by myself. I gained 2 pounds, so this week I am 302. I'm grateful that it was only 2 pounds, especially since when your cycle comes, you usually hold water weight. So that's a little encouraging that it was only 2 pounds, but I still feel a little upset with myself, So moving forward, if you've been with my channel for a while, then typically when I identify an issue, that means by the time I'm telling you, I've already come up with a plan on how to try to avoid that in the future. So my plan is I'm going to start using my Ovia app more, every single day, just to get a pattern of how my appetite is, and see if I can use that to be more prepared. I am going to go back to meal prepping breakfasts this week. I'm going to do my Starbucks dupe egg cups. Um, be sure you check that recipe out in this week's meal prep video that should be out in a couple days. Um, and then in the future, I think I need to maybe make some more of my keto or carnivore breakfast sandwiches, um, because they're good for putting in the freezer and then taking them out, day of. So I think I might do something like that and keep just a big Ziploc of them in the freezer at work. That way, if I'm ever unprepared, I have something there that I know I can just nuke in the microwave and it sticks to my plan and I enjoy it. Um, but yeah, so really that's this week as far as nutrition and eating. Y'all, I didn't go off the rails, but I didn't stick to the plan and I felt bad about it. Um, but I'm excited to try this new approach and see how the Ovia app helps me with my journey. I do still have my walking pad out. I did not do much walking this week. 2 days, I think, I got on the walking pad. As soon as I got home, I put on some comfortable house clothes that I could walk in, and I walked on my walking pad. One day I did 40 minutes, which was great, and then the other day I think I did about 20. Um, I have not hit my 10,000 steps a day goal yet. There's a challenge at work. There's a weight loss challenge, and then there's also a steps goal challenge. This week, I am going to make more of a mental effort to hit my steps goals. And I realize I have a really big, like, my apartment is not large. It's the perfect size for just me. But my complex is huge. And I'm realizing if I don't want to walk on the walking pad, maybe I should try putting on headphones and just walking, do a full lap of my complex just to get more comfortable with being outside of my apartment here. And then I would like to start in the near future, maybe walking around the neighborhoods that are nearby me, and just start finding walking spaces that I'm comfortable in, because I do best doing cardio outside. It's just a fact. I'm someone that I like to turn on my music and walk and get lost in my thoughts and, smile at people or ignore people, whatever mood I'm in that day. But I think it's time for me to start incorporating that stuff back into my life. So, yeah, I'm okay. I'm not going to beat myself up about it. I've done enough of that this morning. And I'm ready to get my week planned and execute it better, hopefully. So next week's update, I have good news for you guys. Again, y'all, if you've been with my channel for a while, I've always said I'm always going to be authentic over aesthetic. I'm not here to make a health journey look cute. I'm not here to make it look easy, because it's not. And I'm going to share my struggles and my journey with everybody, genuinely and honestly, because when people did that, that's what motivated me to keep trying. Because seeing that other people also messed up always reminded me that I'm not alone. I feel like we're hardest on ourselves, because what goes viral and what we see most of is people making it look so easy, and some things are easier for other people and some things are harder for others. It's just life. But I want to share my honest truth with you guys, because I know someone out there's going to feel like they can relate to someone, and it's going to give them that motivation to keep trying, because I'm going to keep trying, and I hope you guys do too, whatever your journey is. But anyway, y'all, I think I'm going to lay down for a minute. I'm a little run down, hormones and all that fun stuff, before I start meal prepping. I'm really excited for this week's meal prep, because it's going to be quick. 2 meats, breakfast, lunches, and dinners. Super easy, whole food, keto. And I got some measuring cups, so I will be measuring things. So hopefully this week's video, I will have more descript recipes in the description box below. So make sure you guys come back to check out that video. It may be out Tuesday. If not, it will be out on Wednesday. Depends on how easy it is to get it edited, but I'm a little low energy today, so I think I'm gonna go make me an iced coffee and relax for a minute, and then I'll get back to talking to y'all with the meal prep. So anyway, y'all, thank you guys so much for coming back to see today's video. And if you enjoy this video or anything else on my channel, please make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. I will always be authentic on here over aesthetic, although sometimes I'd like to be aesthetic too, but you can always count on me to be honest and raw and even a little embarrassing sometimes. But I enjoy my time with you guys, and I'm looking forward to knocking this week out the park and coming back with some good news for you guys for next week's video. So be sure you come back later this week to see my weekly meal prep video that'll be showcasing everything that I eat this week. And I look forward to talking to y'all on the next one. Thank you guys again, and I hope y'all have a great, blessed week, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!